Happy November, Colorado TSA. It's your weekly wire. We have a lot of information today. I have Tristan who's joining us. He is our state president, or careful, don't tell Hannah I said that. He is our state secretary, and he's got some questions that he's going to ask at the end. So let me just jump into announcements. A couple call to conference changes have happened. Advisor of the Year application has been added to your call to conference, so be looking for that. Also, the scholarship application. We didn't do scholarships last year, but this year we are. So go ahead and look at that application and apply. I did make one change to the Junior Solar Sprint / Senior Solar Sprint. The portfolio is going to be a pre-conference requirement as well. So look at that. A couple national TSA announcements. On their total TSA tab under Videos, Advisors Academy, they've added some cool resources in there. One of them being about affiliating. The other one is about navigating the system. So check those out. I think that'll help a lot of our new advisors, especially. Priority membership for affiliating with TSA. 12/10/2024 is the deadline to get the priority membership rate. And by being a priority member, you will get a gold seal sticker, and you also get a large TSA poster to include it at your school or at your classroom. Something we've added to the website is a feedback form that was part of the state advisors, one of their initiatives this year, and they got it done lickety split. So check that out on the website. Last announcement is our TSA Town Hall. Next one coming up is November 12th. 5 to 6 p.m. There's been some questions that we're going to address with Tristan here in a second, but any other questions that we don't address, that's where you guys come to ask those questions. All right, Mr. Tristan, grill me.
Yeah, so I've heard some of these questions from my chapter advisors. The first question is, what are static events?
Ooh, good question. So the static events are the events that only happen virtually. So you're only going to submit your stuff in a virtual format, and there's nothing that you need to bring to state. That's why it's called static.
So if someone competes only in static events, do they have to attend the conference?
Good questions. No, they do not have to attend the conference. We will recognize them at conference, but they do need to register for the state conference. We also have a day pass that we've added on this year. So if they want to come just to the closing ceremony, they can buy the day pass in order to see themselves get recognized as a winner.
Okay, and what does it mean if you are an invited team?
Oh, another good question. So some of the events have in the semifinalist piece an invited team only. So we're only inviting a certain amount of teams. If that is not listed in the events at a glance, where it doesn't say invited only, that's because it's an event that we can't necessarily determine semifinalists without actually having to see the project in hand as well. So be looking for those, and yeah.
And I know there's been some changes to events, but what events have been removed?
Oh, good question. So the events that have been removed this year is the essays on tech for high school only. It is still a middle school event, but for this year it is no longer, well, for here and forever after, it's no longer an event. Some other ones that were removed previously, but we're still getting questions about, is the assistive tech design for high school. EV charging challenge, that one's been removed as well. And Minds Formula Junior Design. Is that right, Tristan? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Minds. Okay. And the final question is, when are submissions for pre-conference events due?
You need to be looking at the events at a glance. So the pre-conference 1, those are due January 12th. If it's a pre-conference 2, they're due January 17th. So again, comb through that, make sure you understand it, and get your submissions in on time, or else. Anything else, Mr. Tristan?
No, those are all the questions that I had.
Yay. Okay. Happy Friday, Colorado TSA, and keep those questions coming, and we will hopefully see you at the TSA Town Hall.